All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer where we're exploring a seriously game-changing innovation in modern medicine. Today, we're talking about MicroSpine, a practice that positions itself quite literally as the key to unlocking your chronic back pain. If you or maybe someone you love has been struggling with spinal issues, you know exactly how restrictive that pain can be. So in this explainer, we're going to break down how a highly specialized approach to spine care is offering a true non-fusion alternative to traditional back surgery. We'll look at the specific technologies being used and, of course, the real-world results. Let's get started.
Now, are you living with debilitating back pain, sciatica, or maybe a herniated disc? If you're nodding your head right now, I want to just validate that experience for a second. The clinical data shows us that these mechanical pain points take an absolute toll on people. I mean, for active professionals in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, a sports-related disc injury can completely halt your life. You literally can't afford the downtime. And for mobility-focused seniors dealing with things like degenerative stenosis or arthritis, that pain just steals away your independence. It's not just the physical pain, it's the emotional friction of simply not being able to move freely.
You know, the fear of that pain is exact what stops so many people from getting help. And honestly, the status quo of the traditional spine industry, it's pretty intimidating. When most people think of back surgery, they picture major spinal fusions. That usually means an aggressive approach with heavy hardware. We're talking screws, rods, and plates implanted into your body, followed by agonizingly long recovery periods. For a lot of patients, it kind of feels like trading one massive problem for another. But what if that hardware-heavy approach just wasn't the only option out there? Let's move into Section 1. Meet Dr. Issada Thongtrangan. The sheer level of hyper-specialized expertise we're looking at here is absolutely crucial. Dr. Thongtrangan is an elite orthopedic practice leader. He's a board-certified male Asian spine surgeon who operates as both an orthopedic specialist and a true endoscopic expert. And the reason this matters is that clinical precision doesn't just happen by accident, right? It requires deep, dedicated focus. Dr. Thongtrangan has truly dedicated his practice to restorative innovation, ensuring patients get targeted care from a recognized specialist. Moving right along to Section 2, the non-fusion alternative. Think about the traditional fusion approach for a second. Heavy hardware, major surgical trauma, and those long recovery times. Now compare that to the MicroSpine endoscopic approach. We are talking about true, minimally invasive surgery here. Picture an incision that is 1 inch or less, requiring basically nothing more than a small adhesive bandage afterward. By targeting the actual root cause of conditions like herniated discs or stenosis without major physical trauma, patients are seeing a rapid return to their normal lives. And it's not just about making smaller cuts. It's the advanced technology backing it up. MicroSpine's treatments include full endoscopic approaches. They also leverage regenerative therapy to actually help your body heal itself. Oh, and a massive standout is their spinal disc replacement. This non-fusion technology treats the mechanical failure of your spine without permanently locking your vertebrae together with rods and screws. It maintains your natural mobility while actively removing the source of the pain. This brings us to a concept I absolutely love, both clinically and practically. Impactful scale contrast. Basically, it's the principle that a micro-scale clinical intervention, like that tiny 1-inch incision we talked about, leads to massive, large-scale improvements in your life. We aren't just talking about a successful post-op scan here. We're talking about getting back on your mountain bike, picking up your grandchildren, or finally dancing again. It's all about restoring your joy of movement with incredibly minimal downtime. Which brings us to Section 3, life-changing patient stories. Let's look at a patient named James, for example. He notes that Dr. T is both thorough and professional, but also that he's approachable and easy to talk to. When you're dealing with severe spine issues, the anxiety can honestly be just as debilitating as the physical pain itself. What James's experience really highlights is that patient centricity is a core value here. Having a highly specialized surgeon who is also kind, empathetic, and actually listens to you, that changes the entire medical experience. Then we have Marianne's story, which is just incredibly powerful. She suffered from severe sciatica for 3 entire years. I mean, imagine waking up in pain every single day for over 1,000 days. She had tried multiple non-surgical treatments without any luck, but after her procedure with MicroSpine, she reported being completely pain-free at just 6 weeks post-op. That right there is the definition of restorative innovation. Going from 3 years of chronic suffering to completely pain-free in 6 weeks is literally life-changing. Finally, let's take a look at Sandy Kramer's experience. Sandy says that the process was very smooth and efficient, and that everything they discussed was exactly what took place during surgery. And most importantly, Sandy noted there were absolutely no setbacks or any pain. This just perfectly illustrates the reliability of the outpatient endoscopic approach: clear communication, seamless execution, and a recovery process that actually goes according to plan.
All right, on to Section 4, Your Path to Recovery. Because MicroSpine offers such a highly specialized niche service, they really operate as a premier destination for spine care. We're talking elite care without borders. Located right in Scottsdale, Arizona, they proudly welcome local, national, and even international patients. You absolutely don't have to settle for the standard aggressive surgical options just because of your zip code. World-class, true minimally invasive spine surgery is accessible.
So, that leaves us with a pretty provocative question. Are you ready to stop living as a last resort patient? Way too many people just accept their chronic pain, or they assume that because an older traditional surgery failed, they're completely out of options. But as we've just seen, there is a modern, precise, non-fusion alternative available. It is time to challenge the status quo and finally unlock your joy of motion. If you're ready to take control of your healing journey and explore exactly what outpatient endoscopic spine surgery can do for you, the next step is super clear. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Thongtrangan and his elite team. You can reach MicroSpine directly at 602-833-2141. Again, that's 602-833-2141. Don't let back pain dictate another day of your life. Make the call, get an expert opinion, and start your journey today. Because if the key to unlocking your pain is finally within reach, what's stopping you from turning it?